She inadvertently noticed a man staring at her with a big smile. Late night at the bar, she knew what this meant. Trying to avoid his eager gaze, the man stood up and approached her, saying something inexplicable.
I was watching you.
The man's behavior made her
Like you were the
alert.
type of
Seeing she
person I
showed
could
no sign of
trust
refusal,
anything.
the man spoke again. Just then, the long-awaited coffee
Nice talking
finally
to you.
arrived, giving Eileen a
It'd be
perfect
important
reason
if I
to
told you
leave.
that
The
when I
man
worked at the
grabbed her
Hague plant, I
tightly.
destroyed documents.
Power plant destroyed documents. Of course she was interested. The key to winning her $330 million compensation lay with this man. All of this started with a case she discovered. This is a true story that happened in 1993. Eileen, recently divorced, was rejected at a job interview. At an intersection on her way home, she had an accident. Eileen found a lawyer to help her with the lawsuit. For this case, lawyer Ed had absolute confidence in winning. On the court date, Ed said he had absolute confidence in winning. On the court date, the opposing lawyer launched a personal attack on Eileen. Having had 2 failed marriages, she lost her temper and used profanity. This ultimately led to the emergency doctor who caused the accident winning the case, resulting in Eileen losing $17,000. She only had a few dozen dollars left, and all 3 children were being looked after by neighbors. Bad news kept coming. The neighbor's daughter bought a big house and could no longer help look after her children. Eileen's youngest child was only 9 months old. When she wanted to make dinner, she found it difficult and could only take the children out to eat. With only a few dozen dollars left in her pocket, she had to spend carefully. She let the children order their favorite food while depriving herself, eating nearly expired canned food. The child's crying made her heart skip a beat. Fortunately, the crying didn't last long, allowing her to catch her breath. Eileen prepared a thick stack of newspapers, yet every job seemed to require relevant experience, causing Eileen, who had no work history, to hit wall after wall. She tried to contact Ed repeatedly without any response. To survive, she made a decision. The next day, as soon as Ed arrived at the office, he tripped over a box of files, spilling coffee all over himself, foreshadowing the trouble to come. Looking up, Ed saw that difficult woman had actually tracked him down, claiming she worked there. This left Ed completely puzzled, and he approached to inquire. Eileen was firm in her attitude, saying she wanted to work there. Facing the onlookers, she showed no fear, sternly reminding them that the show wasn't for them to watch. Ed had nothing to say about Eileen's fiery temperament. With everyone's eyes focused on them, Eileen began to show vulnerability. Kind-hearted Ed was helpless, and ultimately couldn't bring himself to hurt Eileen's dignity. The second day had just ended when she asked for an advance on her salary, yet the finance department had left early on Friday. Seeing Eileen at a loss, Ed took out a $100 bill from his wallet. Eileen made it clear that business was business, yet Ed said,
Where do you think your paycheck comes from? Here. Have a good weekend.
Thank you.